Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Marissa Rathbun. I'm a North Carolina trick rider. This is the second episode in my Hippology study series. For the next few episodes I'm going to be talking about breeds, and today I'm going to be talking about ponies. The first horse breeds were the forest horse, the tarpan, or desert or plateau horse, and the Przewalski's horse. The Przewalski's horse is the only surviving member of these primitive breeds. It is also known as the Taki in Mongolia and the Kurtag in, I'm gonna put it right here because I have no idea how to pronounce it. In 1879, a herd of wild horses was rediscovered in Central Asia by a Russian explorer, Colonel Nikolai Mykolovich Przewalski, and cataloged in 1881 by the zoologist J.S. Polikov. These horses differed from domesticated horses in a number of ways, including the fact that they had erect manes, compact and generally dun-colored, with a narrow dark dorsal stripe and occasional faint leg stripes. The adults varied between 12 and 14 hands high. These Asiatic wild horses are now believed to form part of the foundation stock from which sprang the ancestors of the Arabian and other Eastern horses. And although they are far removed, they are the ancestors of our modern thoroughbreds. The Bashkir pony has a thick curly coat, a luxurious mane and tail, heavy head on a thick, strong neck, and they range from about 13 to 14 hands high. The Bashkir mares are famous for their milk production. In a 7 to 8 month lactation period, an average mare will give upwards of 330 gallons of milk. Combings from the pony's hair can be woven to make blankets and clothing. The Bashkir can also be used under saddle as a mountain pack pony and in draft. Their endurance is legendary. Their country of origin is Russia. The Caspian pony is one of the world's most ancient horse breeds. The Caspian pony has large gazelle-like eyes, very short ears. The breed standard stipulates no longer than 4.5 inches, full flowing mane and tail, and strong, small feet. It has a natural jumping ability. This pony comes from Iran. Their scapula is more like a horse's than a pony's, and they have an extra molar in their upper jaw. The Chincoteague pony has a short, round body, a shaggy winter coat, and many are light-boned with poorly developed joints. They are mainly feral and average about 12 hands high. They were believed to have survived a Spanish shipwreck on the Santo Cristo ship between Virginia and Maryland. Their herds are currently managed by the Virginia Volunteer Fire Department. The Connemara pony has a small head and graceful neck, strong legs. They are sure-footed natural jumpers and suitable for child and adult riders. They can be bay, gray, black, dun, and brown. They're most commonly used under saddle and in harness. They're 13 through 14.2 hands. They kind of look like a pony-sized thoroughbred, and they originated in Ireland. The Dales pony has heavy, deep shoulders, a short back and strong loins, a thick mane and tail, and short, flat cannons, and they have feathers on their lower legs. They can be black, dark brown, and occasionally gray. They're used under saddle, in harness, and for farm work, and average about 14.2 hands high. They originated in England. The Dartmoor pony is noted for its sloping shoulders, small head, alert ears, and the lack of knee lift, resulting in a low, long action. They can be black, bay, brown. Only a small amount of white markings is accepted for show and registration purposes. They are most commonly used under saddle. They may not exceed 12.2 hands high. They originated in England. During World War II, the breed came close to extinction. Only 2 males and 12 females were registered between 1941 and 1943. Once again, the breed was saved from extinction by a handful of dedicated breeders, and today the majority of Dartmoor ponies are bred on private studs throughout the UK. The Exmoor pony has hooded eyes, beginnings of a 7th molar tooth, an almost double textured coat, and an ice tail which is thick with fan-like growth at the top. They can be bay, brown, or mousy dun, with mealy markings on the muzzle, eyes, underbelly, and between the thighs. no white markings are allowed. They are mainly used under saddle and for crossbreeding. They are about 12 to 12.3 hands high. The Exmoor is Britain's oldest native breed of pony. They are sometimes referred to as a living fossil because they've been around since the Ice Age, and they originated in England. The Eriskay pony is dense, has a waterproof coat and thick tail with fine silky hair on its legs. They can be gray with occasional black and bay. They are most commonly used under saddle, in harness, in croft and deer hunt work. They are 12 to 13.2 hands high. They are related to the Highland pony, and they originated in Scotland. The Falabella has miniature horse proportions, a luxurious mane and tail, and a large head in proportion to the rest of its body. They can be all colors, and are commonly used as a pet, not for riding, and sometimes shown in harness in the USA. They are around 7 hands high. They are the smallest horse in the world. They originated in Argentina. The Fell pony has a small head, broad across the forehead and tapering down to the muzzle, large open nostrils, a luxurious mane and tail, and powerful drive in the hind legs because of strength and flexibility of hocks. Their heels are feathered. They can be black, brown bay, and occasionally gray, very few white markings. They're most commonly used under saddle and in harness, and are 13 to 14 hands. They kind of look like a mini Frisian. They're known as the Queen's pony. They originated in England. The Gallicino pony can be all solid colors. They are most commonly used under saddle, in harness, and in ranch work, and they're 12 to 14 hands high, and they have the running walk gait. They originated in Mexico. The Haflinger pony, they have their characteristic color with a flaxen mane and tail. They have an exceptionally free action with a long striding walk. They can be palomino or chestnut with a flaxen mane and tail. They are most commonly used under saddle and in harness. They can be up to 13.3 hands high, and they originated in Austria. The Highland pony, most have a dorsal stripe, some have zebra markings on their legs. Their tails and manes are fine and silky to the touch, and they have feathers on their fetlocks. They can be a variety of duns, and piebalds are also permitted. They are most commonly used under saddle and harness and for pack, and they can be up to 14.2 hands high. They originated in Scotland. The Icelandic horse has a heavy head, a short stocky body, a deep girth, a short back, and strong limbs. They have sloping quarters, which are very strong and muscular. They have a full mane and tail and feathering on the heels. They can be all colors but are primarily gray or dun. They are most commonly used in riding and in harness work, and they can be 12 to 13 hands high. They have 5 gaits: the walk, trot, canter, tolt, and flying pace, and they originated in Iceland. The New Forest pony has good long sloping shoulders, can be all colors except for piebald, skewbald, and blue-eyed cream, most commonly used under saddle and in harness, and can be 12.2 to 14 hands high. They originated in England. The Norwegian Fjord has a distinctive upright coarse mane with black hair at the center and a dorsal stripe running down from the forelock to the tip of their tail. They often have zebra bar strikings on the legs, and the tail is often silver, thick, and full. They are dun-colored, most commonly used under saddle and harness and as a pack horse, and can be 13 to 14.2 hands high. They are believed to be domesticated over 4,000 years ago, and they originated in Norway. The Shetland pony has a very thick mane and tail to protect them from weather, a smooth coat in the summer, and a wiry, thick double coat in the winter. They can be any color. They are most commonly used in harness and occasionally under saddle for young children. They may not exceed 42 inches. They originated in Scotland. The Lundy pony has symmetrical quarters and a muscled neck. They can be cream, golden, and dark dun, bay, and some black. They are most commonly used under saddle and average about 13.2 hands high. They originated in the United Kingdom. The British spotted pony must display white sclera around the eye, mottled skin, and striped hooves. The action is low and straight. The hocks from the shoulder are well flexed. They can be leopard, blanket, snowflake, or few spot Appaloosa patterns. They're most commonly used under saddle and may not exceed 14.2 hands high. They're managed by the British Spotted Pony Society, and they originated in the UK. The Welsh Cob, section D of the Welshes, are the largest of the 4 sections within the Welsh breed. They have short, muscular legs, high knee action, a dished face with large eyes, and wide open nostrils. They can be all solid colors and are most commonly used under saddle and in harness, and are no smaller than 14.2 hands high. They originated in Wales. The Welsh Mountain Pony is section A of the Welshes. It has a crested neck, pointed ears, the tail is high set, and they have a short, powerful loin and compact body. They can be all colors except piebald and skewbald. They are most commonly used under saddle and may not be over 12 hands high. They originated in Wales. There are 4 sections of the Welsh: A, B, C, and D. A is the Welsh Mountain Pony, B is a Welsh Pony, C is Welsh Pony of Cob type, and D is Welsh Cob. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for your study. In my next episode, I'm gonna be talking about gaited horses. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.